Season 1, Episode 12, When Money Starts Working Quietly. There's a moment, often subtle, when something shifts. Money doesn't disappear. Problems don't vanish. Life doesn't become predictable. But the pressure eases, not dramatically, not all at once, just enough to notice. When money starts working quietly, it stops demanding constant interpretation. You're not asking what every number means. You're not reacting to every change. You're not scanning for reassurance. Money is still there, but it's no longer narrating your life. This is what a finished relationship with money feels like. Not excitement, not certainty, not control, but steadiness. The system holds, so your attention doesn't have to. When savings is finished, surprises have somewhere to land. When usable cash is present, timing stops being a threat. When investing is no longer the center, volatility loses its emotional charge. When income supports rather than impresses, sleep comes easier. When enough is defined, effort finally has an edge. None of these things eliminate risk. They distribute it. This is an important distinction. Quiet systems don't remove uncertainty. They make it livable. They don't promise smooth outcomes. They reduce fragility. They don't require perfect decisions. They forgive ordinary human ones. Over time, that forgiveness compounds. What changes most when money starts working quietly is behavior. You check less often. You react less quickly. You feel less pressure to justify every choice. Decisions still matter, but they're lighter. They're made in context, not urgency. This is also why calm is often mistaken for disengagement. From the outside, it can look like nothing is happening. But internally, something important has already happened. The system has taken on weight that the mind was carrying before. That's not passive. That's design. It's worth saying clearly, this is not a permanent state. Life will change. Needs will shift. Structures will eventually need revision. But when you've built money to work quietly, those changes don't feel like failures. They feel like updates. Adjustments made from a place of stability rather than pressure. That's why this season hasn't rushed. Why it hasn't offered tactics or targets. Why it's focused on orientation before action. Because when the relationship is right, the mechanics become easier to carry. Not because they're simple, but because they're no longer loaded with anxiety. If there's one thing to carry forward from this entire season, it's this. The goal was never to master money. It was to stop being managed by it. When money starts working quietly, it supports your life instead of competing with it. In the seasons ahead, we'll talk about structure in more detail. Savings, cash, income, investing, portfolios, taxes, but they'll land differently now, because they'll have somewhere to land. For now, there's nothing to do, no changes to make, no systems to rebuild. Just notice what already feels lighter than it did at the beginning. That's the work taking hold. This has been Season 1 of The Quiet Work of Money. And this is where the noise finally starts to fade.